Black Mass. I'm not going to go under any pretenses here for anyone. I'm going to make it very clear from the beginning of this why I went to see this film. And that is because if you put Johnny Depp and Benedict Cumberbatch in a film, I am going to watch it. That is just kind of a fact. I am one of those people that is very, very highly driven to see films because of who's making it or who's directing it or who's acting in it, who's particularly worked on the script or producing. Less so because the names stand out to me in less of a way. But if it has got somebody working on it that I enjoy the work of, I will probably go and see that film at some point or get round to watching it. But two of them together, I was going to see this film. It also helped that it was like biographical pick, and as such I find those more interesting. Everything based on real life, in my opinion, is always a little bit more interesting, so I kind of had that. But it's not really my genre of film. I'm not really a gangster film watcher. Sorry, this is a particularly itchy jumper. I am not particularly a gangster film watcher, so I don't really know much about the genre. I'd probably say I've watched 3, maybe 4 gangster films. So it isn't really my area of expertise in genre-wise. Not that I have an area of expertise in films, but there's some genres I'm more familiar with, is basically the point I'm trying to get across. So I went to this film for the cast. That's basically what that long rambling point was. However, I did really, really enjoy it. I think it is probably one of the best performances Johnny Depp has ever given, and I've seen quite a lot of films he's in. There's not many I don't think I have seen. There's a few I've got to catch up on, but there's not many I don't think I've seen with Johnny Depp in. And I do think it's one of the best performances he's ever given. I know a lot of people are saying it, but I do think he did a fantastic job. He was really sort of intimidating and scary, and just he genuinely looked like he could kill you and not think twice about it. Which is good, because that's what the character required, but I think he did a fantastic job. And so he, in my opinion, stole the film, as you would expect him to. I just think it was brilliant. I love the way the film was shot and edited. I love the sort of interrogation of people that used to be like, I don't know what you call it, his ring, that worked for him, worked with him. That thing. And I loved how it was shot in the sense that it was like interviewing while you got some information, and then you went back a bit in the story and forward a bit depending on who was being interviewed, and I really, really liked that. I loved the way it was cut and edited. I also think the filming was fantastic. It had kind of a darker, grainier quality to it that I really, really enjoyed. There was nothing really I can fault about the making of this film. It was that I kind of, just every element really I enjoyed. I thought the script was good. I just think the acting quality was fantastic. Very, very good array of stars. That always helps. I just think it was a very, very good film, and definitely worth watching to anyone who's kind of into gangster films. Side note actually on the plot. I, before going into watching this film, did not know much about the subject matter of the film. I'm not really familiar with historical events anyway, so as you could say, I'm saying historical. It's in the past, it's historical. I know it's more of a recent history, but I'm not very familiar with that kind of thing anyways. People who know me know. I don't particularly find it interesting, so there's very few elements I know about. So I didn't really know much about the life story that was being portrayed to me. Because I didn't know much about the life story, I think that partly made it more interesting for me in some ways, but in other ways probably wasn't as enjoyable because I didn't really know what areas and elements they were referencing to, so the comparison probably was less for me. However, it became more of a sort of unpredictable gangster film because I didn't really know where the film was going. So it had a nice balance for me, in my opinion. So I think what I'm trying to get across is, if you don't know anything about the story, or you do, I think you'll enjoy it either way, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not doing this review very well. It's been a long time since I've reviewed a film. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to get across is it's a really, really good film. Both technically and in plot, it's actually very interesting to watch, and because it's biographical, you have the writing at the end of the film, and writing at the end of the film on the screen is the thing I really enjoy. I love like now this is where the person is, blah, 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 blah. I found that really interesting. I just like stuff based in real life. I think it has more, has a fullness to the film more, has a richer quality to the film more. I don't know if people get what I'm trying to get across here. It has a sort of quality to the film. It adds an element or a dynamic that just makes it more interesting and kind of more emotionally pulling. Like I feel far more connected because I know it's real, basically, is the point I'm trying to get across so badly. I think I'm going to end this review soon because I don't think it's going well. There you go. But to the point, I think I would give this film a 9 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Again, there's not much, I'm taking off one because it's not really my genre, so there are films I've enjoyed more, both watching in 2015, because I did technically watch it in 2015, and just in general, I just think there have been better films, but for its genre, I don't know, as I said, much about the genre, but for its genre, I would say it's a very good film of its genre, and separately, just as a standalone film, really. So yeah, that's where I stand on that. If you have seen Black Mass and can leave a more concise opinion of what you have on it in the comments below, feel free. Or if you just want to ramble on about it like I did and not really have a point, also feel free. I hope everyone is doing well, and I shall see you all soon. Goodbye.